Hello everyone, and welcome to this Video Some Frontier video. Today's date is March the 31st, 2013, and we have finally entered British summertime. Yes, the clocks have finally gone forward. No more it being 12 o'clock and looking like the middle of the afternoon. Callooh, Calais, fantastic. It now means that it stays light for an hour longer while we're watching the snow pelting down. As it's been happening, yeah, we've just been having light, it's... Then again, it's Aberdeen, it's 4 seasons in one day, so it's like, wake up with a covering of snow and then, it'll be blistering, well, not blistering, but it'll certainly feel kind of summery in the afternoon. Quite odd, and, and then we'll have more snowfall or something. But, that is not the purpose of this video. Here I have the ThinkPad T21, of which you can see the lid. And as you might see, I'm setting up Windows Millennium on it. Now, I did actually give Windows 98 a good go, because my friend and fellow YouTuber, Yelman2Manly, has actually got, he's actually got one of these, and he was thinking of putting Windows 98 on his. So, I was thinking about Windows ME on mine, but, and I did try it and it was fine, but, I decided to go with Windows 98 once again, just to, kind of help Yelman2Manly get his ThinkPad up and running. Unfortunately, there are a few problems with these ThinkPads with Windows 98. It likes to hang at, shutdown, and I can't seem to get the drive swap bay working on mine. Finally got the modem going, finally managed to get a Windows 9X modem driver. But to be honest, Yelman2Manly says he's going to load probably either Windows ME or 2000 onto his. I have the ThinkPad T23, that is running Windows 2000, so I decided to load ME onto this one. Because Windows ME does run absolutely fantastic on here. Seriously, it does. It's brilliant. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got Work Suite 2000 all sorted out. Plus, I have just misplaced the CD for Microsoft Encarta 2000. Herp derp. Well done, Jay. What'd you do that for? Unless I'd put it down somewhere else. But I was testing out Microsoft Encarta Deluxe 2000 today. Well, Reference Suite 2000, and it is tea-drinkingly good. So, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Windows ME on here, install all the drivers. I've got some different hot swap drivers. Hopefully they should work with Windows Millennium. If not, they'll be getting a good talking to. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes. So, rather than kind of watching me kind of set up Windows ME, I'm just going to stop this video here and I'll group back with you once I've made a wee bit of progress. Okay, so that's Windows ME installed. Now, unlike Windows 98, Windows ME actually has intrinsic support for USB removable storage devices, like this wee comrade here. So all I need to do is kind of go into it. Because it's USB 1.1, the best thing I think I can do is just kind of copy everything over to my documents. While I'm doing that, I think I'll away and install WinRAR. Now, bearing in mind that intrinsic USB support isn't the reason I upgraded to Windows ME on this machine, because obviously, well, like I said in my previous video on this machine, you can actually run Windows 98 on here. You can run USB support, in Windows 98 by way of a driver, which, of course, I installed for your delectation in my last video. So, this is just going to take a few minutes to copy. It says 2 minutes left. And the thing that really strikes me as odd is Windows 2000 and Windows Millennium Edition both use the same kind of blue, kind of faded blue desktop background colour. In Windows 2000, when you have the colour mode set to 16 colours, that background displays as teal, like an old version of Windows would, like 95 or 98 or NT4. Whereas in Windows ME, the desktop displays as grey. I wonder why that is. And also, the taskbar. This isn't an anomaly of the screen, you probably can't see it, but it has kind of red and white spots in it. At the bottom. Again, you know, that's probably Windows' half-hearted attempt to kind of, come up with the beige coloured kind of dialogue boxes that it had, that Windows ME has. Okay, now that's all the drivers copied over, but before I install anything, I'm going to install Windows ME Update Q290700 Update. And that basically fixes System Restore, so that it can actually restore from points made after the 8th of September 2001. I always did wonder why Windows ME System Restore wouldn't work. Now I know. Because it was Windows Media Player 9 setup that pointed me in this direction. It's like, oh, it can't work, no, it can't work no more. Okay, so that's all that's set up. Let me log in. Aye, and suddenly we have sound. However, I am probably going to install IBM's sound driver, because, you know, it'll have kind of more options. Whoops-a-daisy. Is this a real window or is this a ghost? Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do, like with Windows 98, I've got two windows open. Nice wee trick. First thing I'm going to install is the video drivers, just like with Windows 98, because obviously the pixelation caused by the panel fit on these displays, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Dell seemed to do a better job of being able to display out with the native resolution than what IBM's panels do. I don't know who makes these panels for IBM, because there's only a select number of manufacturers who actually make flat screen TFT panels, as was the case with cathode ray tubes. It would be someone else who actually made them. So I mean, if you bought a high-end TV, I mean, chances are it would have either a Samsung. Well, if you bought a TV, chances are it would have either a Samsung, Sony, or Philips tube in it. Sony and Philips are in cahoots. They pretty much make all of the cool stuff. I remember for the longest time we had a Philips TV in our back room, and in the best room we had a large Hitachi television. That was good. That always had brilliant sound as well. Loved that television. Anyway, back to this. Windows ME is now installed. Well, the drivers anyway. And now it's going to find the default monitor, as you do. Very nice. Couple of changes I'm going to make. Show content, show window contents when dragging. Oh, that's already been done. I've learnt something today. Don't do that if you're just using the standard VGA driver. It won't work too well. Certainly not on this machine. Set the mouse pointer to big and black. Set the sound scheme to Windows default, because I like having a shutdown sound. Move this window over there because I now have the room to do so. No. And then going to install all the drivers kind of in the order. I know it does seem a bit odd, you know, installing an audio driver when I've already got one. But as nice as Windows' own drivers are for that true out-of-the-box experience, I always find it's better to actually go for one made by the manufacturer if one is available. They're not always available, but if they are, chances are you can get extra features, extra settings, and, you know, and in some cases a driver might just even work a wee bit better. There we go. So now it's saying it's found updating the driver database. Just chatting to my good friend Elmo3 as well while I'm pontificating over MC Devil's videos. Such a dafty. Those videos made my 2006. Okay. I don't need the Windows ME CD anymore. I'm just going to put C:\/ in there, because I don't want it seeking from a floppy disk it can't find. Windows ME audio. This machine smells funny, not electric funny, but just funny. Kind of smells like damp rags. Lovely. And we have lovely sound. While I'm at it, just going to put the Windows ME CD. Anyway, I'm just going to go through and install these drivers, and I will group back with you once that is done. Okay, well, today is April the 1st. 24 hours have actually passed. And I've managed to get all of the drivers installed on here, plus Windows ME, obviously, plus lots of applications, and even a couple of games. So, let me show you around what I've done. Well, the first thing that I can report is that I can now eject the DVD drive. When I hit the wee catch, it'll say device can now safely be removed from the system. So I just kind of pull the wee catch here. Obviously you can't see a thing that I'm doing. And out comes the DVD drive. Very nice. Right. Also, if I want to put a drive in, well, obviously, I could just kind of put the catch. Then if I want to insert the drive, I can just eject the wee catch again. insert it, put the catch back in, the drive starts spinning up, and then Windows has found it. It says IBM ThinkPad Fast Swap device, new device is ready to use. And talking of the DVD drive, I'll get the bad out of the way first. Because I've been trying to play a DVD on this thing, and this seems to be a common problem with the ThinkPad T21. That it doesn't seem to be able to play DVDs very well, probably thanks to its lowly graphics card. So let's play from the beginning. This is a DVD that I created. So there's no copyright. See what I mean? Very choppy music, and things don't get better once I start playing it. A bit of a shame, really, because, you know, this should be a very capable laptop. I mean, the 2001 custom built with an 8 meg video card on Windows 9X and ME played DVDs absolutely fine, not a problem. You know, so I really don't know why, you know, this seems to have such a problem with it.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this video confronting everyone. You may not recognise my surroundings, and I believe that this is...
However, before the video gets all depressing, I'll show you some of the positive things I've done on this machine. First off, you might have noticed the colour scheme is a wee bit blue, and that's because April is Autism Awareness Month. And in particular, April the 2nd is Autism Awareness Day. So basically, the colour for that is blue, just like Mebius Syndrome Awareness Day, January the 25th. The colour for that is purple. Anyway, so like I said, I've decked out the ThinkPad. You know, it's got a nice kind of blue colour scheme, although on this screen you'd never see it. But the colour scheme can be used on many of the applications, such as WorkSuite 2000. This was the new version of WorkSuite for the new millennium, and as such you had all sorts. Word 2000, you could, like a lot of versions of Word, it was, basically the first version of WorkSuite whereby the programs would, the different programs would actually be, let me think, what am I trying to say, integrated into the Works task launcher. This was the first version of Works to have a webified kind of task launcher, and you can either view by tasks, so basically you've got letters and labels, newsletters and flyers, household management, money management, email and internet, research and education, cards and crafts, travel information and vehicle data, and sports and fitness. Basically any of these you can click and they'll take you to different tasks. And in the different tasks you'll have different programs that will take care of those tasks. Or you can do things by what program. You can do things by program. So, if you have a look at Word, you can see all the stuff that you can do in Word. Same with Works Spreadsheet, Works Database, Works Calendar, the Windows Address Book, not that I use Outlook, and Encarta Encyclopedia. Now this is... it's kind of nice that both Encarta Encyclopedia and World Atlas are integrated, because WorkSuite 2000 for North America would include Encarta Encyclopedia, whereas WorkSuite, both versions 99 and 2000, and I believe 2001 as well, for the UK would include Microsoft Encarta World Atlas. Now, my opinion on this is, while an interactive World Atlas is very good, if you're including general software, I would have said that the encyclopedia would have better use. And I believe Microsoft kind of agreed with that philosophy when sitting down to design and create WorkSuite 2002, because the UK version got Encarta Encyclopedia, which I think was very good. But because I've actually installed Microsoft Encarta Reference Suite 2000, I get both. Microsoft Money, Microsoft Home Publishing, which is brilliant, Microsoft PictureNet Express, Microsoft Auto Root Express. Another side note here, if you're using any version of WorkSuite from North America, you'll not get Auto Root, just not included. What you get instead is Microsoft Streets. Well, in Works, it was at one point called Expedia Streets. Later on, they called it Microsoft Streets and Trips. Then you've got service things from MSN, Internet Explorer, and Outlook Express. So, if we have a look at something in home publishing, we've got cards and invitations. And then basically, if we start this, I don't know if it's going to ask me for a disk at any point. And basically, you can have like different cards. So let's say I'm going to create a birthday card. It wants disk 5. Well, you're actually really, really lucky, because I just so happen to have disk 5 over here. I do have the originals, but unfortunately I've got 2 sets of original discs with, different discs missing. So basically, to make life easier, I copied the whole lot onto my computer and then just kind of made copies of the disc so I could basically just, have a backup version. But I do have the originals of WorkSuite 2000. So here you go, you've got all the different birthday cards. So, let's see, you've got the different sections here. Don't know if you can see that. You've got, so here you've got like, for anyone, family female, family male, family kids, love, for any kid, kid to kid, kids girl, kids boy, babies first, kids age series, adult milestone, jokes about aging, belated, workplace, special people, seriously? Quarters. Okay, I always get worried when any American says anything to do with special people, because special seems to be a term used across the pond for people with disabilities. It's like, oh, that special boy, usually referring to a male child with disabilities. It's special boy. Really not sure how I feel about using the term special to describe people with disabilities. Kind of seems, I'm sure it was, really nice at first. Everyone's special, but kind of seems now, I kind of find it a wee bit condescending, the new. But what do you think? Drop comments, feel free to leave a comment if you have one on that one. But obviously, just like with anything, trolling comments will not be tolerated. I'll just basically click ignore. Anyway, special people, compliment from all, across the miles, and friend. So let's say across the miles. So half-side card. Even though miles apart, I can still hear the very special things you say, and I often find myself thinking, inside, boy, do you talk loud. So, if I wanted that, I'd just click OK. Who needs Moonpig? Who needs Moonpig when you've got WorkSuite, when you've got Microsoft Home Publishing 2000? So basically then, I could just kind of customize it in any which way I wanted. Wait for it to load. Keep on waiting. So basically, you know, I could just choose anything. So let's say I wanted something to do with America. Seems like I've got Native America instead. Hey, you no need to lay the guilt trip on me, Ken. We had our land taken too. Oh, doesn't blooming ambiguous. It's one in disc 6 in there. Oh! And just in case you're thinking I'm making up fibs about having the original version of Worksuite 2000, get a load of all these. So yeah, I mean that is quite ambiguous actually. I must admit, you know, it's like, oh, it can't find it on this disc, so you probably think, oh well, it doesn't have it. Takes, and it might not even be on disc 6. You never can, because I think, you know, you've got. Oh, that's nice. There we go. So, there we go. I mean, obviously that's... what I can do. That picture's a wee bit smaller, so I can just, you know, kind of put that there. Or, I can resize it if I wanted. You want to be careful when resizing images, because if you resize them too far, it's going to look about as attractive as the dog's dinner. Naturally, I don't need to resize this one because it's wide enough. Right, I think what I'm going to do, like I said, just going to resize this a wee bit, and then and I'm going to do the same with the wee text box, because that's obviously overlapping. Just making sure to kind of stay within the lines. I don't want it covering the American flag. And then I want to put something at the top to kind of fill it out a wee bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change picture, text or object. No, I'm not. I'm actually going to add something. I'm going to add, I think, some text. So we've got a text box. Just going to widen that. There we go. I'm going to center that. And I'm going to just type Dear Chris. Now, bearing in mind I don't know when Chris Rogers' birthday is, but do you know what? I probably might keep this card and send it to him on his birthday. It's true, he is loud. I can hear him. You know, I heard him last night, you know, just before my show was due to start. So, again, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add some text. So I'm just going to put have a happy birthday. And then I'm going to just put that there. Actually, I'm just going to try and... I'm going to right align that one from J. And I'm going to put in brackets the fly... Oh, crumbins. Now that's went onto 2 lines. I didn't want that to happen, so what I can do is I can grab one of the sizing handles here and just kind of pull it back. And what you can see here is basically this is kind of like Microsoft Publisher for home use. You know, and as kind of home programs go, I really like it. You know, I've made a nice wee birthday card, and it'll say, yeah, created for you by me, and it'll just, you know, it's got the Microsoft greetings thing on the back. I'd probably keep that there. Do you know what? I'm actually going to save that. I think I will use it. There we go. I don't know when Chris's birthday is, but that's there saved on an old IBM hard drive, so that'll be perfectly safe. Oh no! What I can do though is I've got the file. I'll just save it to my flash drive. I think that is a sensible thing to do. And then I can, and then I can take it to any computer and print it off. Okay, so I mean that's I've just used Worksuite 2000 to create a birthday card. Obviously, there's also Microsoft Office on here. I'm going to set the default font. I was taught how to navigate the computer using a keyboard. It's one of the good things about going to a school for the visually impaired. You're taught how to do these things, because of course blind people can't use the mouse that well. Wee bit of a shame, but never mind. And I've got to commend these keyboards. These are lovely. Really are. I mean, they're no Model M or anything, but this keyboard is lovely. Same with the ThinkPad T23 actually. Lovely keyboard. There we go. So, I could sit here and just kind of peruse through Office and Home applications. Or, well, one thing I do want to show you. Using a version of Opera that came out in 2010, I'm able to get online. Look at this. And it renders web pages quite well, actually. I wonder what would happen if I told Google it won't do anything because of course Windows 9X does not support HTML5. But it does support the tilt! Oh, I love Google Easter eggs. Oh. Shame it doesn't support the barrel roll. But yeah. Okay, well, do you know what? Let's play a game. I've got this one going on here. This is brilliant. This is one of my favourite games. This is Croc. Used to play. Oh, I had it going. Had it working. Croc, you had one job. Seriously. What is wrong with you? I wonder if it doesn't like... Ah, it seems to work now. Does not like a CD being in the drive. That includes a Croc CD. Quite worrying, but never mind. Quite disappointed with the performance on this graphics card. S3 Savage just doesn't seem to cut it. It has 3D video, it has direct 3D support, but I'm not actually using it. As you probably saw, I'm just using it at, 2D 512 by 384. That is half the system screen resolution, and the MX60, the 16 megabyte card in the T23 is quite a bit better, but still. I wonder if I can turn it down. Yes, I can. So, I used to love this. Get splat! Here's why I always dap. Kapow! Curse! Oh! I always seem to dap getting these crystals. Always best to get as many crystals as possible. I think you win an extra life if you get enough, but if not, it's kind of like the Sonic the Hedgehog ring effect. If you die, the first time you die, you lose all your crystals, just like you lose rings in Sonic the Hedgehog. And you don't die, you basically instead get to, kind of live, but you lose a lot of the crystals. Some crystals kind of appear, you get a chance to collect them, just like rings in Sonic the Hedgehog. But I love this game and I'm glad I've got it running. I never knew this was available for a PC, and it's kind of, in a way, it blows my mind that, I'm playing an old... I often used to dream... I once had a dream. It was actually when I was away in the caravan. And we were in Derbyshire, actually, at the time. Hang on, no, I didn't. No, it was another time. No, I did have a dream, though, that one of my old school computers was running Ridge Racer, which was quite odd. No, that was it. It was kind of part of a dream about that holiday. Yeah, that was odd. Got quite a vivid memory for such things. But ever since my depression, I seem to have lost a lot of my memory. Oh yeah, I love this game. See what I mean about the crystals? Lost them. Herp derp. Anything for the wee gobos though? Oh, and you want to watch out for this hole. Watch. Thanks! Yeah, that's what happens when you lose your crystals in their entirety. Uh-oh! Herp derp. And watch out for these wee buggers. And make sure you're pressing the right key. Oh! Make sure you're pressing the right key to try and avoid them. Otherwise you'll die, it'll be game over, and it'll be very, very embarrassing if you're doing a playthrough. Nice. And then the final gobo of this level. Okay, so I've had enough of that. If you want to see me completing that level though, go back and watch my Dell Latitude CSX video. Seriously. I did get another game running on here though, that I was able to get. I've only played this just now, and I must admit, I did not expect this to be on PC. But in order to be able to run it, I'm going to have to undo all the hard work to my colour scheme by going to 256 colours and letting it dip out. Thanks. Might give you a clue as to how old this game is. It insists I do this manually. Right. Can you guess what it is yet? CD check file not found. Yeah. Probably might need the disk. I think these things do work better with the disk. Nope, that wasn't. That's not the disk. So that's not good. Oh, this is the disk. I'm going to use F4 to go. Nope. Hang on. You know, in a Sonic game that kind of looks like this, you wouldn't expect that sort of thing to happen. Oh look, we get an intro visual. Typical kind of 90s cartoon. Okay, I'll just kind of... I don't like how it does that. Okay, what we're gonna do is So I really quite like the music, but the sound effects, I don't like that jump sound effect. I mean, why couldn't they use this? Why couldn't they use the same one that they used on the Mega Drive? That's quite intrusive, actually. Like I said, I never expected. I mean, this has been out. I've never played this on the PC. We didn't have a PC when this was out. So, you know, I mean, apart from emulating, I never actually expected to play this natively on the PC. Kind of typical, kind of collect your rings, go into spring things, run, curl up into a ball, do that. Help! Help! What's going on here? Drippy. Now we're on to the second level. get the TV thing with the ring on it. There we go. Oh no! Lost all my rings. You see what I mean about the sonic ring effect that I was talking about with Croc? I don't know. I was always, you know... Ouch! Who designed these levels? Trolls! Trolls are what designed these levels. This game hates me. All Sonic games hate me. I hate all Sonic games. Nah, I don't. I like Sonic. But, you know, I'm more of a fan of, you know, Crash Bandicoot, actually. Or, you know, if you want to talk, you know, kind of 8 and 16-bit era, well... I'm a bit of a fan of Mario. That has to be said. Haha, that could have went one of two ways. It could have misbehaved because I said I like Mario, or it could have, you know, I could have kind of scared it. Oh, shit, I best behave. I'm going to play Mario. Please forgive me. Not slept. Like I said, I mean, my friend Billy Carr said, oh, Jay, you're going to really like this game. So, do you know, I thought I'd give it a go. And do you know what? I actually do like it. I really do. I think it's actually brilliant. Even if I am a bit of a Mario fan, but never mind. Gonna sound like Gip and Tube. Oh, the music's changed. Why is the music change? What's this? Is this invincibility? Oh no! Forget this. I'm on the Jazz Jackrabbit. Classic Sonic ending. Sonic got through Zone 1. Oh well done, Sonic. Would you like a biscuit? Oh, is that a bonus round? Because the level... This level looks a lot more like... the first level is. Oh well. I like games to have some sort of a level structure that I can follow and keep tabs on, where I know what's going on. At least Crash Bandicoot, I could do that. I mean, yeah, you had levels that kind of looked like, you know, like spaced out in the game, but you knew where you were. Nice. You can definitely tell where they got the idea for Sonic Pinball. No, that's pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. Although I rather think they kind of ripped off Jazz Jackrabbit with the tube thing. No, I know it was the other way round. Whee! Oh, you just... I'm not needed here. I can just kind of let it play. You know, just kind of... You know, just kindly, you know, blindly jab at the keyboard every now and then, kind of in a half-hearted, yeah, I'm kind of tired kind of way. But apart from that, I'm not really needed. So that's Sonic. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic CD. And like I said, Billy told me I'd give it a wee whirl. So I did. Am I glad I did? I think so. I think it was. I think that was a brilliant idea. I'm looking forward to trying some of the other Sonic PC titles, because there are quite a lot. There we go. I've got my colour scheme set back properly. Light it up blue for Autism Awareness Month. Now, I am planning to actually do some more autism. I am actually planning to do an autism-related video. I have actually been asked by, you know, one of my friends, can I do one? You know, can I do a video? So, yeah. Do you know what? There is going to be another autism video coming up. Which actually brings me nicely on to this video. That has kind of been a look at the ThinkPad. Oh, before I do go, did I ever show you this? I got the ThinkVantage button working. I'm so clever, I deserve a biscuit. Yay! While I was at it, I got the IBM OEM info installed, and lots of support information as well. Windows Update won't work on here. But yes, so this has been a wee overview of the IBM ThinkPad T21. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please feel free to peruse my YouTube channel and have a look at past videos if you've not already seen them. If you want to subscribe, instructions on how to do so will follow. And I hope you'll all join me for my next video. Thank you for watching. Oh, before I do go, there's one feature I wanted to show you that I didn't get to show you. This is on the ThinkPad T23 as well. Both the ThinkPad T21 and 23 have something called the ThinkLight. I don't know whether you're going to pick it up, so I'll have to film directly at it. The ThinkLight is basically just a wee LED light that will actually shine on your keyboard. Basically, if you're in a dark lit area, you can actually see what you're doing. Kind of a nice wee feature. You can actually see it, the reflection of the ThinkLight on these keys. My ThinkPad R61, I had one. It was orange, but seemed a wee bit more purple. But I really do like this, you know? I mean, back in the day, it wasn't always possible to have backlit keyboards. In fact, you know, just kind of, I mean, they were around, but not the most common of things. So I kind of like the ThinkLight. It was kind of cozy, the idea that you'd be probably using your laptop, you know, in a kind of slightly darker area, and, you know, you might think, oh, the ThinkLight, that'll help me. Didn't offer much light, but I'll guarantee you it offered the light where it mattered. So I kind of like that. Also, on the top of the ThinkPad, I've not been able to get this peeled off of here. I don't even know whether the... Oh yes, it does. Finally, you have what's called an Ultra port. This is basically, you know, it basically uses the USB 1.1 architecture, even though it's, because of its form factor, it's not actually compatible with USB 1.1 devices. Basically, this was a standard developed by IBM for plugging in things like webcams or kind of different, you know, kind of adapters for the ThinkPad machines. So that was your Ultra Bay port, and thank you to LMUL3 for that wee tidbit of information. Otherwise I would have just thought it was a bit of a kooky design of the screen. Both the ThinkPad T21 and the ThinkPad T23 have one of these. Anyway, I wonder if Suzanne ever owned one of these machines, because Suzanne is a funny old man. And sorry, was chatting with a very good friend, and she was telling me all about this poem. Aye, right. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching, and please feel free to subscribe, watch my previous videos, like I said, and I hope you will all join me for my next video. Thank you very much.